Many Americans are getting fed up with the upcoming November U.S. presidential election, which is almost certain to pit an unqualified former president against an unpopular incumbent president. In the midst of this, there is a candidate who has emerged like a comet, Nikki Haley. She claims that Biden is too old and that the U.S. Congress is nothing but a nursing home for the privileged.
She has said the U.S. Congress is the most exclusive nursing home in America. She argues that the president must have clear moral standards and know how to distinguish between good and evil. This politician, who simultaneously targets Biden and Trump with elegant and bright expressions, is 51-year-old Nikki Haley, the Republican Party's only female candidate.
Former President Trump called Haley an overly ambitious birdhead. She said the next day he sent a birdcage to her at the hotel where she was staying. Nikki Haley has had many exceptional roles, including being the youngest governor, the first person of Indian descent to serve in the executive branch of the United States, and being often labeled as the first or the youngest to attain a certain position.
In fact, Nikki Haley was born in 1972 and is a senior political figure with 20 years of experience who entered the political stage at the age of 32. As a member of the Republican Party, she was elected to the South Carolina House of Representatives and was subsequently elected to 3 consecutive terms. In particular, the vote during her re-election was a whopping 99.48%, which was almost unanimous. Afterwards, she stepped on the political accelerator even more vigorously, and in 2010, at the age of 38, she became the first female governor in the history of South Carolina and broke the record as the youngest governor in American political history.
She was successfully re-elected, and while serving as governor, she accomplished great feats in the economic field by attracting factories from major companies such as Boeing, Mercedes-Benz, and Volvo. Haley's bad relationship with Trump began in 2016 when she opposed Trump and supported another candidate during the Republican primary. Then, when Trump was confirmed as the candidate, she had no choice but to support him. But when Trump became president, her attitude completely changed.
She became an important member of Trump's staff, and in 2017, Trump appointed Haley as the U.S. ambassador to the United Nations. Although there wasn't an official statement, there was also talk that Trump originally wanted to make her Secretary of State, but Haley herself declined. In the United States, the Secretary of State is the de facto second-in-command position in the government, and there was talk behind the scenes that Trump was trying to give this great power to Haley.
We can see how dramatically a bad relationship can turn into a constructive relationship by looking at the relationship between Trump and Haley. Haley created her image by looking at female politicians running for president. While other female politicians usually dress androgynously or gender neutrally, Haley usually wears a red skirt suit and high heels. No matter what attacks Haley receives, she returns all the attention paid to her with broad acceptance by telling the targets of her political attacks that she loves them all. In a 2015 shooting attack by white supremacists in Charleston, South Carolina, all 9 black people who were studying the Bible at a church died.
In the wake of the horrific Charleston church shooting, then-Governor Nikki Haley made the momentous decision to remove the Confederate flags from the South Carolina State House grounds. Haley acknowledged that the Confederate flag was a symbol of racism during the Civil War, with the Confederacy supporting slavery and the North advocating the abolition of slavery. Additionally, South Carolina was the center of the institution of slavery and was where the first shots of the Civil War were fired. Therefore, the racist meaning symbolized by the Confederate flag was even greater in this context, and lowering this flag brought comfort to Black citizens who suffered emotional scars. These events served as a stepping stone for Haley to grow into a political giant. Haley has also experienced discrimination because she is of Indian descent and is not white. Haley's family were the only ones of Indian descent in Bamberg, and her father was a Sikh, so they wore turbans on their heads. One day, while Haley's family was buying fruit at a business, someone reported them to the police as suspicious. The police stood by and monitored the Haley family until they had purchased all the items, which was humiliating and unfair. As Haley spoke about this experience, the public began to pay attention to her sincerity.
Haley also made notable moves on the North Korea issue, and it was she who announced the strongest sanctions against North Korea in history with a solemn expression and decisiveness. Drawn to her administrative and diplomatic experience, scalability with moderates, and market liberalism rather than protectionism, even America's wealthy are supporting Nikki Haley. There have also been reports that in some states, former President Trump's approval rating was narrowly within the margin of error, and it is said that if Haley is in the general election, she could beat Biden by a larger margin. So, while Trump keeps her in check and conciliates her, he insults Haley by calling her an overly ambitious birdhead. Meanwhile, the next day, a bird cage and bird feed were delivered to the hotel where Haley was staying, and Haley may have been shocked. Haley, since you are just a bird, you should go into the bird cage and eat bird food. This message could be seen as an insult that goes beyond the level of humor.
Trump, the overwhelming Republican leader, is also being kept in check. And public interest is growing to the extent that Haley has featured on a program called SNL. The Iowa caucuses, the first battleground for the 2024 Republican presidential primary, were held on January 15, 2024. In the result, former President Donald Trump took first place with 23.4% of the votes. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis came in second with 22.3%, and former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley came in third with 20.2%. Within the margin of error, it seems clear that former UN Ambassador Haley is threatening President Trump, but with about 10 votes left until the presidential election, Haley's bid for the presidency is attracting great attention. Thank you for watching the video Nikki Haley, provided by History and Current Events. Gina, Grace, and Tony have contributed so far as narrators. Thank you.